Hey guys, we're back. Doing some gameplay of this new game called Faron's Fate. I actually saw it's just in alpha, as you'll see down the bottom left, saying Alpha 2.0. I actually saw it on Reddit earlier today. There was a guy, one of the devs actually, which I thought was pretty cool. Sort of saying, like, hey, you guys want to check out my game and doing videos of it? And since I'd been doing a fair few roguelites lately, I was like, well, it looks pretty cool, so I'll give it a go. I've played maybe 2 or 3 times so far, and I'm really enjoying it. And it kind of prompted me to go, you know what? Like, I was planning on doing a video anyway, but I thought, yeah, I'll play it a bit, and then I'll maybe get around to making a video of it, like after another update, or if I'm enjoying it and stuff. But yeah, the last like 4 or 5 run-throughs that I've done, I've really enjoyed it so far. So it kind of prompted me. I was like, man, I'm just gonna start recording. So this is a game, and I dropped a bomb because I'm stupid. It reminds me a lot of Binding of Isaac. Like, it feels very similar. Obviously you have melee, and just full disclosure, I'm playing on a controller. It does have mouse support though, like not mouse support, sorry, keyboard support. I'm using like WASD now to run around, and that all works fine. I didn't try it with the keyboard. It didn't look like it would be too bad. Oh god, this is gonna be the worst stream ever. I think I'm probably just gonna die straight away. I haven't had a room this bad in a while. Yeah. I'm using a controller. It didn't seem too bad with the keyboard though, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Oh, I really like this weapon. It is quite hard though, like, I mean, a little bit of it, like, I can definitely feel that it's still alpha, to be honest. Like, there is some stuff, like, just getting caught on walls sometimes doesn't feel as smooth as as I'm used to, probably from something like Isaac. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still very good. I'm actually quite impressed. Like, when I was reading this guy's description on Reddit, sort of just saying, that they were making this game, I was expecting it to be a lot more sort of like janky, I guess, like, not quite as polished. I haven't gotten too far into the game yet, but it feels pretty good. Like, the controls actually are really responsive. Like, I didn't expect that either. I expected it to be sort of, a bit unresponsive sometimes, but so far it seems really good with that. I haven't fought this boss before. Dear Jesus. Well, I guess that boss had our number. And some of these rooms are just really hard. Like, you'll just get these weird combinations of things that just if you're not prepared for them, will just kind of wreck you. Like, even just these flies, like, they're really annoying. Like, I mean, I'm not very good at roguelikes to begin with, but yeah, like, even this, like, I think we're probably screwed in here. Yeah. Yeah, like, those rats just really, really hurt. But as you can see, like, the game is quite fun, and it's very quick. I mean, most of my Isaac runs tend to go sort of like 5, maybe 6 minutes. But these seem to go really fast. I don't know if that's just because I'm, being a bit derpy. And kind of, like, getting myself killed very easily. But, yeah, so far, I do like the knockback on the melee. It helps quite a lot. Like, at first, I was a bit worried that, like, you just have to kite like this constantly. And I think one of the biggest things that I'm finding hard at the moment is nothing to do with the game, more so just with me. Because as it's set out, you basically, press X to attack. But if you hold down, you'll, like, strafe like this, so you can only hit in one direction. But I keep forgetting to do that. I keep sort of just attacking randomly, which, that's nothing to do with the game. That's, like, the game has it, kind of worked out. I'm just not quite there yet skill-wise. It's one of the things I just keep forgetting about. But I think as I play, sort of one of those things. I don't actually know if you can blow up chests, but we're gonna find out. No. Got so many bombs that it kind of just felt like give it a try. Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, it actually works perfectly fine in the game. It's just a matter of, I guess, getting used to it. Like, kind of that learning curve, I guess, of, knockback buff. That could be really nice. Yeah, that knockback is pretty delicious, actually. Charms all enemies on screen. I don't know. I think I'll try this just because I haven't tried it. I think I actually want the knockback more, but I've never actually tried these things. So we'll give it a go. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. Didn't seem bad, I guess. Like it definitely seems useful. I can see the point of it. Just not sure if it's for me. I do like that it sucks all the gold in as well. Oh god. I do like this sort of little lock-on effect you get with magic. I didn't quite get how that worked at first, but yeah, it's quite nice. You basically just hold down the magic key and it'll sort of target a creature. We have a lot of gold, so I'm probably just gonna buy a bunch of stuff, really. Random spell effect. I don't really know. I don't think we have enough mana, is maybe what it is, that we can't actually use it. I haven't actually found too many weapons, is probably my only thing. That's a bad thing, like I just don't know if there's that many in the game. There's definitely a lot of magic, but obviously being an alpha, I don't really know how much, like how much is in the game. There was a fair bit of stuff on their website, but I kind of intentionally chose not to read most of it. Because, you know, I kind of like a lot of these games to be a bit of a surprise. I think one of the funnest things with a roguelike is sort of, is figuring out all the cool stuff that's involved in it. And I think it would kind of spoil it a bit to just be like, oh, well, you know, I know every item that's in the game because I read their wiki or something. I really need to use this strafe thing way more. I wonder if I can just sort of bomb this guy into oblivion. Yeah, they do a lot of damage. Hey, bro. Oh my god. Damn it. I haven't beaten one of those bosses yet. I really want to beat a boss. I think, I really want to see kind of what they drop, like. But they're actually really hard. Like, you know, I mean, I think, I don't think that's a bad thing though. Like, I think roguelikes, you know, I think too many of them are a bit too, I don't want to say easy because, like, a lot of them are hard. Like, for example, like things like Rogue Legacy, like, are a ton of fun and are actually really hard. But at the same time, like, you know, part of it is its good part is that you know you don't have to. You kind of feel like you've achieved something. You've gotten stronger each time. I don't know if anyone's played Rogue Legacy, but if you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I really do enjoy, like, kind of just the old. It doesn't feel like an old game in the fact that it actually is really responsive. But it does have this sort of, like, old school feel of just being able to jump in, being able to, like, just jump in and play something really quickly and not really, you know, not being like, oh, I've got to, you know, do, like, such and such. Oh, dear Jesus. Yeah, it sort of feels nice that you can just essentially jump in and it really doesn't matter. Like, there's not any sort of, like, oh, I gotta set this stuff up. You really can kind of just jump in and play. Like, Even the title menu, like as you guys saw before, whenever I go back to it, there's no like. I mean, they might put a lot of this stuff in, I guess. So I probably shouldn't comment too much on it, because I don't really know the direction they're wanting to go with the game. Ooh, Lifesteal Frenzy. That could be really useful, I think. Let's try. Oh. It would be much better if I didn't get hit by everything. Lifesteal Frenzy, what's this? Multi-stat buff. No, I'm gonna stick with this, I think. Hey, buddy. Guessing you're gonna do this crap, yep. Oh my god. Like, I think it says great things about the game, the fact that I'm still playing. Like, I think these roguelikes, they can get very tedious. Like, and part of me likes that it's so fast. Like, yeah, you know, definitely, like, you know, I'm not great at the game yet, and it might, once you start getting good, it might feel longer. But it feels really good, the fact that, you know, you die, and you kind of just straight back. Like, there's no real downtime, particularly. I don't even particularly feel, like, bad that I died a lot of the time. I'm kind of just like, yeah, cool, I died, sweet, let's play again. Which I think, I don't quite know how you get that feeling, but I think if a game can capture that sort of, like, real enjoyment of just playing the game, like, not particularly, progressing or anything, but just actually just playing. It's kind of a hard thing to get, but I think if you can, then it says something really good about your game. And I definitely have that. Like, it definitely is a lot of fun just to kind of play. I think I'll definitely be checking it out more and more. I don't know how much I'll play of this alpha. I definitely want to try to beat the first boss, or like at least one of the bosses. I think I'm gonna grab that shield still, because it sounds really good. And I really need to get better at this strafe thing. That's definitely what I need to do. Yeah, like, I definitely want to try to beat one of the first bosses, so I'll probably do that. Try to beat one of the bosses at the start. And once I do that, it probably depends on how much more is in the game to how much I keep playing. So let's give this guy a go again. And let's just get hit by all of the bombs. He's gonna go angry mode again. There we go, cool. I'm a bit worried about running into him as well. Crap. Crap. God damn it. Oh, I might leave it there though. I don't want the video to go too long. But yeah, like I think they've got something really good here. I definitely feel the Isaac, like the Binding of Isaac, sort of themes to it. I don't know if the developers played that game, or like it might even say on their wiki. Like I said, I didn't read too much in depth because I very much didn't want to read any sort of, I don't want to say spoilers, but you know, things about the game that I would rather just sort of like find out and make my own impressions of. But I probably will go have a read of it now and just have a look, because it could be that the developer, yeah, definitely is a fan of Binding of Isaac and is trying to do something similar. But I do think it feels different enough. Like, I don't think it feels like it's a direct copy or a direct rip-off or anything. I think it just takes a lot of those good aspects and, you know, makes its own thing. I really like the melee style. It feels good. I know that's not necessarily constructive or anything, but it just feels really good to play. The controls feel really responsive. There are some stuff, like, you do get kind of caught up and hooked on some of the walls sometimes. That can be a bit of a problem, but it's nothing too bad, and it's something I don't think, like, I think you can play around it as is perfectly, and considering that it's still an alpha and, you know, it's probably going to be polished up more, I think like I think it's perfectly fine as is now. So I can't even imagine how good it's going to get with a bit more development. Yeah, I think like that's probably the better all I can say about the game. I'd definitely go check it out if you're into these sort of games. I'm pretty sure it's free download at the moment for their alpha. Let me have a look. Yeah, you can just download the alpha for free on their website. So, I mean, I don't really see any reason why you shouldn't go try it, essentially. And, yeah, I think if you're into these sort of roguelike games, I mean, I think it's one of the better ones that I've seen coming out recently. So, definitely worth checking out. As always, I'll throw links in the description box down below where you can check out the developer, check them out on Twitter or anything like that. And yeah, like go support them, and hopefully when the game comes out, buy it. I mean, I guess that would be the ultimate thing. Like if you can buy the game and see how it's going. I don't think they've said how much they're charging. Didn't say on the Reddit anywhere about that, but I think if it's sort of around the $10-15 mark, like a lot of these indie sort of roguelike games are, I think that'd be perfectly fine. I mean, I guess like depends on how much more they add, but even just with what it is at the moment, I wouldn't really have too many qualms paying around that much. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and yeah, go check it out. Catch you guys.